In 1534, Francis I was awaiting the discoveries of the New World from Jacques Cartier's first expedition. He was hoping to break even with Spain, because Spain had found gold in Mexico.
Come forth, young Jacques. And, oh, you brought back some natives with you.
Yes, I did, my lord. They are the two sons of Chief Donnacona, an Iroquois chief, and they speak of another native village up the strait. Why I did not explore further is because it was late summer and we were running out of supplies. But I took them, and we can teach them French so that they can be future navigators and translators for us. Their father was not too happy. I believe we have found the strait to the Pacific, sire.
Then I will grant you another voyage. You may leave next spring. Go find me that route.
Yes, sire. The next spring, Jacques Cartier was running the last errands before the travel to the New World. Get the last bag of flour and we're off. Yes, Captain.
Why are we sailing back, Captain?
To find a new route through the New World to Asia.
Why not the old way?
Because that route is too long. It costs a fair bundle and is very dangerous. If we find a passage through the New World, think how rich our country would be.
Oh yes, but why Asia, Captain?
The wealthy want more silks and spices.
Oh, I get it now.
Now that you understand, we can get back to work. Hoist the sails and we can get going.
Yes, Captain.
In about 4 months, Cartier docked on a rocky shore in the New World. He and his crewmates had a feast and rested on shore. Gentlemen, I thank you all for sticking with me on this long journey. Today is the day of St. Lawrence, August 10th. After that wonderful feast we had, I named this bay the Bay of St. Lawrence in honor of us. And now we sail on! Over time, the explorers extended the name of the bay to the river itself. Today, it is still called the St. Lawrence River. Cartier sailed further west down the newly named St. Lawrence Bay and met with Chief Donnacona, who was joyful to see his sons alive. Hello, Donnacona.
Hello. I'm happy you have brought back my sons.
Yes, I have. They spoke of another tribe up the river, and I was hoping to travel there with your son.
Certainly not. I would not let my sons go with you, unless you leave some of your sailors as hostages.
You will face many dangers if you travel down the river further, and the people you will meet will be very mean, like devils.
Pah! Devils are unreal, and I will face any danger I must face to reach the Pacific. First Mate Joseph and Gunman Charlie, stay here and build a fort. Donnacona, you may have your sons back. This fort was built in what is now known as Quebec City. Jacques Cartier continued his voyage without native guides. See anything, Charlie?
If you count corn as something, then yes.
Corn? That does not grow in the wild. Duck on shore. Search for a native village. As he expected, Jacques found a native village at the base of a mountain. The natives were happy to see him. They had a feast and exchanged gifts. After that, Cartier and his crew climbed the mountain and named it Mount Royal, which is now in Montreal. While at the top, he saw some rapids, maybe the Lachine Rapids, and decided it was not passable. This was not straight to Asia he had hoped. Cartier was forced to stay the winter in the New World. Cartier tried to get to the Atlantic before the ice blocked the river. He was unsuccessful, but he did make it far enough to camp the winter at Stadacona, Chief Donnacona's territory. During his stay, Stadacona was hit by scurvy.
How are the explorers?
When I walked by, they sounded like if they were working on the ship, so I suspect that they are okay. Cartier and his men were not okay. 23 sailors had already died, and the rest were sick. He did not want Chief Donnacona to know they were ill because he might blame the French for bringing the disease. Therefore, their friendships would crumble. 3 days later, wasn't that native sick a few days ago?
Yes, he was.
How might he have gotten better?
The natives may have a cure, Captain.
Later that day, Jacques Cartier meets with Dom Egaya, one of Donnacona's sons that he had taken on his last trip. Hello, Tom Egaya. I was wondering if you could tell us your cure for the scurvy.
Why?
Because all of my crew is sick.
First, I need permission from my father, but I suppose, yes.
Dom Agaya managed to get permission from his father, but when Dom Agaya made the tea, Cartier thought it was poison. Some of Cartier's crew volunteered to end their suffering now. Then to Cartier's surprise, they immediately felt better. Soon all the scurvy from Stadacona was gone. Cartier speaks with deep down. Thank you for saving my men, but I have one question.
Yes?
What lies behind the waterfall up the river?
White men dig for jewels and gold, while others grow spices.
The next May, with Chief Donnacana's word of what lay behind the falls, Cartier forcefully kidnapped Donnacana, his 2 sons, and 3 other natives. The other natives were very angry, but Cartier assured of their return next year. In 1536, Cartier traveled back to France with Chief Donnacana, his 2 sons, and 3 other natives.
I see you have 6 natives this time.
Yes, Your Majesty. The chief here speaks of richness behind the rapids and waterfalls.
Yes, indeed. White men mine gold and jewels and grow spices. Well then, I can see the riches in that, so I grant you another mission to the New World.
Cartier was supposed to set sail before the new year, but preparations could not be completed before then. With the voyage delayed several years, 5 out of the 6 natives died in France, including Donnacana and his 2 sons.